He's a Jewish believer in the forefront of world evangelism, taking the good news of Yeshua to the far reaches of the earth. Today, we celebrate his 30 years of sacrificial service to the Messianic movement. President and CEO, Rabbi Jonathan Bernis. Born to Jewish parents and raised in a traditional Jewish home in Rochester, New York, Jonathan Bernis always believed there was a God and that there was a destiny for his life. Like most Jewish boys, Jonathan attended Hebrew school throughout his youth, was bar mitzvahed at age 13, and went on to college. It was then that the Lord supernaturally interrupted his plans. During his sophomore year in college, while studying business administration, he had a divine encounter that changed his life. He read the New Testament for the first time and came to the realization that Jesus, the Messiah, was in fact Yeshua.
And when I read the New Testament, which I thought was the book of the Gentiles, I discovered Abraham and David and all these great patriarchs of the Jewish faith. It was absolutely amazing, and then discovered that Jesus was Yeshua, the Messiah of Israel.
This supernatural encounter changed the entire trajectory of his life. He left the School of Business Administration and changed his major, eventually earning a degree in Jewish studies and early Christianity. He went on to pioneer Congregation Shema Yisrael, a Messianic Jewish congregation in Rochester, New York, a congregation that continues to thrive to this day. In 1990, while leading a mission trip to what was then the Soviet Union, a new door opened that would change the direction of Jonathan's life. During his 6 days in Moscow and St. Petersburg, he saw more Jewish people come to faith than in all his previous years of ministry combined. This first trip led to many more, and while returning from one of these trips in 1992, God spoke clearly to him to do more to reach the Jewish people in the former Soviet Union. Jonathan prayed and planned for months, and in May of 1993, the first Hear, O Israel International Festival of Jewish Music and Dance took place in St. Petersburg, Russia. Over 13,000 people filled the Oktyabrski Concert Hall over the three-night outreach. 3 months later, Jonathan moved to St. Petersburg and established the Messianic Jewish Center of St. Petersburg. In the years to follow, festivals were held in Russia, the Ukraine, Belarus, Latvia, Moldova, Hungary, and in recent years, Argentina, Uruguay, and Mexico. Over 500,000 people in all, including tens of thousands of Jewish people, have attended these festivals, and more than 250,000 have responded to altar calls to receive Jesus as their Messiah and Savior. In 2001, Jonathan answered another call, and Jewish Voice Broadcasts and Hear, O Israel Ministries merged to become Jewish Voice Ministries International. As the president and CEO of Jewish Voice Ministries International, Jonathan Bernis continues his mandate to reach out to his Jewish brethren with the good news and is committed to helping impoverished Jewish people around the world, many who claim to belong to the lost tribes of Israel. Jewish Voice travels the globe to help these Jewish people, conducting clinics that offer life-saving medical treatments. And to date, Jewish Voice has treated over 250,000 people. Jonathan, who assumed leadership of Jewish Voice broadcasts in 1998, also continues to appear on his weekly syndicated television program, Jewish Voice with Jonathan Bernis. And this past year, he released his first secular media project, a dramatic documentary titled The Miracle of Israel. For over 3 years, he prayed, planned, and labored this project into a reality, and to date, approximately 4,518,734 viewers around the globe have tuned in to see this film, which brings awareness to Israel, its miraculous history, and signs that we are in the last days. Jonathan has also authored numerous books, including A Rabbi Looks at the Last Days, A Rabbi Looks at Jesus of Nazareth, Is Peace Possible?, Understanding the Current Middle East Crisis, and his latest book titled A Rabbi Looks at the Afterlife. But one of Jonathan's most important roles is that of being a husband and father. He and Elisangela met at a Messianic conference and have been married for almost 12 years. Of Elisangela, Jonathan has said, "She fills a part of my life that didn't exist much before." Together, Elisangela and Jonathan have 2 lovely girls, Anna, 3, and Liel, 9. It is with much honor and gratitude that we say congratulations to you, Jonathan, on 30 years of leading, guiding, and inspiring this ministry. Not only for those who work directly with you in Jewish Voice Ministries International, but for the hundreds of thousands that you have helped to serve and to whom you have shared the good news of Yeshua around the globe. Mazel Tov and L'chaim.